it's that time again to say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today, Friday, the 2nd day of January 2026. And I had to really emphasize, mentally and otherwise, that it's Friday and not Monday, because to many it may feel like Monday. But it's Friday. It is the 2nd of January 2026. Good morning to the world. Hope you're doing fine. We've already got our team with us. Yulin is with us. Mary E. Banks with us. Natalia Ross is here. Mildred Smith. Veronica Sandy. Good morning, good morning, good morning to each and every one of you. I do hope that you had yourselves a great Christmas holidays, coinciding and running into the new year. Now it's Friday. Heavenly Father, on this faithful Friday, we come before you with our hearts overflowing with gratitude. Thank you for the gift of life, for the strength to rise each morning, and for the countless blessings you pour into our lives. Thank you for family, friends, health, and the simple joys that remind us of your goodness. Lord, you are our rock, our strength, and our deliverer. When we are weary, you renew us. When we face trials, you remind us that your grace is sufficient. Thank you for protecting us from dangers seen and unseen, and for guiding our steps with wisdom and love. Father, as we close this week, fill our hearts with joy and peace. Help us to trust in your perfect timing and to rest in your promises. In the name of Jesus. Amen. 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 I have to be kind of careful. Someone was saying to me that, you're only talking about God, God, God. You need to leave your program neutral. Nonetheless, Friday blessings. Have a blessed day and a great weekend. All right? And thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. For I am the Lord. Yeah. I love this. I love this. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? I hope everyone is doing fine. And I do hope that you've gotten some of this. Some favor. Yeah. Sylvina Charles, how you doing? Jillian McIntyre, Joe and Brathwaite Batson is with us. Monica Miros Williams, good morning, good morning, good morning. Petlin, what happened? You need to tune in, right? You need to let me know that you're all right. Jennifer, she's here. All right. Petlin, morning. And you and the wonderful folks out there in Munich, Mama Can and surrounding areas, Debbie and family, good morning. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Michelle Daniel, good morning. The wonderful folks on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and PD Martinique, good morning. The Grenadine Islands, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, good morning. Michelle, Sylvina Charles, destined to win overcomer. Nice. So good to have you on board with us. Marisho Muff, you're back on rotation, man. So good to hear you yesterday. And to all those of you who, part and parcel of the program yesterday morning, it really meant a lot to us, having you on board. It's just, just good. Kathy and Kenneth, Zuri and Solange, good morning. Sherry and Nichols. As we head into the word of the day today, that word today is, it's a word that we use all the time, ever so often. But do we really know what it means? That word, unity. Unity. U-N-I-T-Y. Unity is strength, is strength. You know that song, right? Unity, it means being joined together. Being joined together, uniting, unity, joining together, that's uniting. Unity is the word. And here's how we can use that word in a sentence. National unity strengthens the country. There's always that saying, in unity there is strength, yeah? Or a chain is as strong as its weakest link. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to the world. It's a good day to have a good day in a good way. I wish for you all the wonderful things that you wish for yourself and so much more for 2026.
Your favor is upon me, Lord. Favor.
Yeah. Michelle Bernard, good morning. So we've got two Michelles on board. Michelle Daniel, Michelle Bernard. Daddy Godwin, good morning to you and Miss Joan and Monica Miros Williams. We'll see soon, right? Nice. All those of you over in New York, good morning. Those of you in London, good morning. Roman Delise, good morning to you and the family. Siobhan McSwin, good morning and Happy New Year.
There is no limit to what he has in store for me. His favor.
Nice. Good morning to the Samuel family out there in Moya. Bruce and Eddie and Roddy and
he's the answer to
each and every one of you. Irvin Samuel rather. Well, Irvin Simon too. That's a good friend of mine as well. Irvin Samuel. Good morning. Happy New Year. Yolan Swan is with us. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Yep.
Your favor is upon me.
Pastor Laurie Dumnick and the First Family of the West Hall New Testament Church of God. Good morning, and by extension, the congregation. Good morning, Happy New Year. Marvin, Yvette, and the family out there in Stone Road. Good morning, the Dumnick family. Don't wait for opportunity. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. I love this one, waiting on the right time. You got to make the time right. Don't wait for opportunity. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. What you can do, do it now. Don't wait for that golden opportunity. You gotta, there's nothing as luck, right? This is the thing now, I ain't have luck. It's not anything about luck. Oh, you're lucky. Not lucky. There's nothing as luck. Luck is preparedness meeting the opportunity. So if you're prepared, when the opportunity comes, you can take it. And that's luck. Preparedness meeting opportunity. 19 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's Friday. Let me repeat that, right? Friday. To the bus drivers and conductors and so forth, it might just be a slow day for you today, right? Yeah. Nice. Reminding us all, it's a new year. Set realistic goals. Don't be too competitive with your neighbor, your friend, your co-worker. Compete with yourself. Be a better person than you were last year. That's my goal. You understand what I'm saying? Joss Bowen, Happy New Year to you. All right. Yep. What's buzzing this morning? Let's see what's buzzing this morning. All right, Grenada anticipates official visit by Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar as talks slip amid active trading on Eastern Caribbean securities market. In the region, Caribbean bishops call for regional day of prayer amid rising tensions at sea. Internationally, some sad news coming out of Switzerland. There, dozens fear dead and scores injured in Swiss ski resort bar blaze on New Year's Day. And in sports, calls for Dr. Kishore Shallow and the entire Cricket West Indies board to step down amid dual role controversy. That's something, maybe we should have a little chit chat on that. Dr. Kishore Shallow, president of West Indies Cricket, he has been elected as the Minister of Tourism and something else in St. Vincent. Should he be, should he continue his role as president of West Indies Cricket? Maybe we'll have a conversation on that. As West Indies Cricket seems to remain in the doldrums, let's see what we can do in 2026 to, give West Indies Cricket some semblance of, past might. Merlin, good morning to you out there in the U.S. Hope you're doing fine. Miss Claudette Wells, good morning. Happy New Year to you. Miss Marast out there in Salisbury Road. Hope all is well. Yeah. I want to wish 2026 be, a very, very blessed year for everyone, I do hope that you make up your mind to work and work hard and, work with a plan and stick to it. Yeah, stick to it. Yeah. The results will come if you stick to it. Never. So, folks, we're heading into the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. That comes up right after these messages.
Lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a Lots loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Lots. Land ownership. Tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
Christmas is here. Let's make it a magical time for everyone. Show your kids how to celebrate responsibly. Make smart choices about alcohol and ensure a safe holiday for all. A message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take any more of your gaslighting. Just go. I got burned too many times. I went to Quartz and found myself a new flame.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
On behalf of the management and staff,
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Friday, the second day of January 2026. Coming up in the news, Grenada anticipates official visit by Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar. Stocks slip amid active trading on Eastern Caribbean securities market. In the region, Caribbean bishops call for a regional day of prayer amid rising tensions at sea. Internationally, dozens feared dead, scores injured in Swiss ski resort Bar Blaze on New Year's Day. And in sports, calls for Shallow and entire Cricket West Indies board to step down amid dual role controversy. The details to this and more right after these messages.
on behalf of the management and staff of the Grenada Broadcasting Network, I extend warmest Christmas greetings to you and your family. Christmas is a time for reflection, gratitude, and togetherness. It reminds us of the importance of faith, love, compassion, and unity, values that continue to guide us as a nation and as a people. At the GBN, we remain deeply grateful for your continued trust, support, and loyalty. It is because of you, our viewers and listeners, that we are able to inform, educate, and entertain while telling the stories that matters most to Grenada. As we celebrate this holy season, we encourage everyone to share kindness, look out for one another, and embrace the true spirit of Christmas. May your homes be filled with peace, joy, and laughter. From all of us at the Grenada Broadcasting Network, have a safe, peaceful, and blessed Christmas, and may a bright and successful new year come your way. Thank you for choosing the GBN.
A good Friday morning, everyone, and Happy New Year to those of you who are joining us for the first time this year. And with the details to the news, I am Gordon Joseph on the local scene. An official visit to Grenada by Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamna Persad-Bissessar may be on the horizon, according to Grenadian government officials, though a date has yet to be confirmed. The possibility of the high-level trip was reported by Caribbean Media Corporation, that's CMC, which quoted Grenada Government Press Secretary Neela Etienne. The prospective visit was first raised at an October town hall meeting where Grenada's Oil and Gas Technical Working Group updated the public on progress. Trinidadian geoscientist Helena Innes told the gathering that Trinidad's Energy Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal had visited Grenada in August for talks on technical cooperation and marketing Grenadian gas in Trinidad, with a follow-up trip possibly including Prime Minister Persad-Bissessar on the discussions. Both governments have agreed on a framework for cooperation now being implemented through a joint steering committee. This latest development builds on the 2012 Memorandum of Understanding on Energy between the two countries. CMC reported Minister Munilal as reaffirming Trinidad and Tobago's commitment to supporting Grenada's energy development following high-level meetings with Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell and other officials. Grenadian travelers heading to the United States will confront a more rigorous visa approval process as Washington ramps up efforts to curb birth tourism across the Caribbean. The new measures signal a marked shift in how Grenadian applications are being assessed, with increased documentation demands and closer examination of travel intent. The report details that while Grenada has not been formally banned from entry, Grenadian applicants will face tougher interviews, enhanced vetting, and a requirement to provide stronger evidence of genuine tourism or family visits. U.S. consular officers are on high alert for signs of maternity-related travel, including checks of social media activity. Existing visas remain valid for now, but new applicants must be prepared for greater scrutiny and possible delays. The shares of two Grenadian firms listed on the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange, the ECSE, registered losses. Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited saw 300 shares traded at $9.25 apiece, marking a fall of 25 cents or 2.6% from the previous close of $9.50. Now, Grenada Electricity Services Limited recorded 50 shares traded at $11.65, down 10 cents or 0.9% from its last traded price of $11.75 EC. The third Grenadian company on the exchange, Gren Real Property Corporation Limited, held steady at $5.40 with no change from its previous trading price. The ECSE, established by the Eastern Caribbean central bank, as part of efforts to broaden the region's financial markets, operates as a fully electronic platform for trading securities within the Eastern Caribbean's currency union. Its creation addressed the long-standing gaps in the ECCU's financial infrastructure, which was previously dominated by bank-driven financing with few alternative investment opportunities and limited cross-border capital flows. Several Grenadians have been named in the 2026 King's New Year Honours List, with recipients awarded for their outstanding service in education, agriculture, fishing and culture. Beverly Gray was appointed an Officer of the Order of the British Empire, or OBE, for her contributions to education. The title of Member of the Order of the British Empire, or MBE, was conferred upon James Nicholas for services to fishing and agriculture, and Sandra Thomas for her dedication to education. 2 Grenadians were awarded the British Empire Medal, or BEM. Irma Cynthia Lewis, recognized for her work in agriculture, and Neil Matheson, honored for his impact on culture. The annual honors list celebrates individuals who have made a significant difference in their respective fields and to the national life of Grenada. And finally, on the local scene, well, this is an interesting story. It's a story that the GBN can be proud of, because we're hearing that Grenadian soca artist Dread Lion has reached a new milestone with his breakout anthem, Grease It, surpassing 1 million views on YouTube, making it the highest grossing song in Grenada's musical history. In 2025, Dread Lion, as you would remember, claimed the GBN title of Spice Up the Carnage Soca Monarch and continued to release hits highlighting the country's vibrant heritage. His live performances, including a standout appearance at Bend vs. Spend Part 2 in December 2025, have drawn widespread acclaim and bookings, further raising the profile of the Grenadian music. The founding member of Lion Pride Percussions, Dread Lion is celebrated for both his dynamic stage presence and his technical prowess as a drummer. He has consistently championed the importance of Caribbean music and rhythm, both in interviews and through his artistry, crediting his passion for drumming and melody as the driving force behind his success. With Grease It enjoying heavy rotation across the Caribbean and on international platforms, Dread Lion's achievements mark a watershed moment for Grenadian soca, inspiring a new generation of artists and solidifying the island's place in the global music scene. And that's the local news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. In the region, Roman Catholic bishops across the Caribbean are urging the faithful to observe a Caribbean Day of Prayer next Thursday as regional leaders grapple with escalating geopolitical tensions and military activity in the southern Caribbean. The Antilles Episcopal Conference, or AEC, representing 19 dioceses and 2 independent missions across 13 countries and several territories, issued the call in a message from its president, Archbishop Jason Gordon of Port of Spain. The bishops are entrusting our region in the mercy, justice, and guiding light of Jesus Christ, while appealing to governments and hemispheric partners, including the United States, Venezuela, and CARICOM, to choose dialogue and diplomacy over confrontation. Archbishop Gordon voiced strong support for an urgent CARICOM summit, warning that public criticism among Caribbean leaders only deepens regional division at a time when unity unity is most needed. He called for prayers not only for peace, but also for those directly affected by instability, families mourning lost loved ones at sea, migrants fleeing hardship, workers in transport and tourism, and especially the poor. The AEC's appeal follows a sharp escalation in military presence and operations in the region, including U.S.-led actions near Venezuela. Archbishop Gordon cautioned that the Caribbean, long envisioned as a zone of peace, now faces risks to commerce, livelihoods, and human dignity due to increased surveillance, tanker seizures, and maritime incidents. Now, looking further afield, a devastating fire tore through a parked bar in Switzerland's exclusive Crans Montana ski resort, and that happened during New Year's Day celebrations, leaving several dozen people presumed dead and approximately 100 injured, so said Swiss authorities on Thursday. The blaze broke out around 1:30 a.m. at Le Constellation Bar, sending partygoers fleeing in panic as flames engulfed the venue. Police, firefighters, and rescue teams responded swiftly to the scene as the resort, set to host the Ski World Cup later this month, was transformed into a site of tragedy. Frederick Gisler, police commander for Wallis Canton, confirmed the grim casualty estimates and said many of the wounded were in serious conditions. Emergency rooms at the region's main hospital filled rapidly, forcing authorities to transfer victims to medical centers across Switzerland, including major hospitals in Zurich, Lausanne, and Geneva. Italian officials also offered specialized burn treatment support in Milan. Authorities have launched an investigation into the cause of the fire, though there is no indication it was the result of an attack. Saudi Arabia executed a record 356 people in 2025, according to an AFP tally, marking the highest annual number of executions ever recorded in the kingdom and drawing sharp criticism from human rights advocates. The unprecedented surge, driven largely by Riyadh's intensified war on drugs, saw 243 executions linked to drug-related convictions last year. It is the second consecutive year the Gulf Kingdom has broken its own record, surpassing the 338 executions reported in 2024. Notably, 2025 marked the first time more foreigners than Saudis were put to death, reflecting the campaign's disproportionate toll on migrant workers and non-nationals. The Saudi authorities resumed executions for drug offenses at the end of 2022 after a 3-year pause. And finally, U.S. President Donald Trump has attributed the persistent bruising on his right hand to aspirin use and denied reports that he has fallen asleep during public meetings, according to an interview published on Thursday by the Wall Street Journal. Addressing growing scrutiny over his health in the first year of his second term, the 79-year-old president rejected speculation about his fitness for office, declaring, "My health is perfect." Trump also clarified that a medical scan he underwent in October was a CT scan and not an MRI, as previously stated. Trump's vigor has long been a central part of his political persona, but observers have noted recurring bruises on his hand, often concealed with makeup or bandages, as well as apparent swelling around his ankles. Despite these concerns and persistent public speculation, Trump insisted that his well-being remains robust and dismissed allegations of fatigue or lapses in alertness during official duties. That's the regional and international news. The sporting highlights is straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Well, surfing Rutherford delivered a blistering all-round performance to lift Pretoria Capitals to their first victory of the SA20 season, overwhelming MI Cape Town by 85 runs in a high-octane clash at Newlands on the final day of 2025. Pretoria rebounded from early trouble at 38 for 3 thanks to an 88-run partnership between Wihan Lube, 60, and Shea Hope, but it was Rutherford who stole the spotlight, smashing 47 not out of just 15 balls, including 6 sixes, and then returning with the ball to claim 4 for 24. His late Fireworks alongside the Wild Brevis, who helped add 84 in 27 balls, propelled the Capitals to a daunting 220 for 5. Chasing a record target, MI Cape Town started brightly but collapsed from 100 for 2, losing 7 wickets for 35 runs. Ryan Wickleton's 33 was the top score, while Keshav Maharaj's 3 for 28 offered some resistance. Kagiso Rabada, returning from a long layoff, impressed early but finished with 2 for 48 as his side slumped to a third straight defeat. The result sees Pretoria leapfrog the defending champions at the bottom of the table with all 5 points in hand and renewed momentum heading into the new year. Now, on this interesting story, former West Indies wicketkeeper Derek Murray has publicly called for Cricket West Indies President Dr. Kishore Shallow and the entire CWI board to resign, arguing that Shallow cannot effectively serve as both a government minister and head of the regional cricket body. Appearing on the Mason and Guest radio program on Tuesday, Murray contended that Shallow's recent appointment as St. Vincent and the Grenadines Minister of Tourism and Maritime Affairs, in addition to his CWI presidency, represents an untenable conflict. To the president of West Indies Cricket and a functioning minister of government, especially one who has 2 portfolios, he cannot do that job, said Murray, who played 62 tests for West Indies. Now, Murray urged Shallow to step down and to work with CARICOM's subcommittee to facilitate a full board transition, stating that the current board has to remove itself peacefully, amicably, and to allow a change to take place. Shallow, however, said he will serve out his term until 2028, citing the need for steady leadership to complete ongoing reforms in West Indies cricket. He indicated that he will not seek re-election once his current term concludes and claimed to have support from the CWI board and the International Cricket Council to remain in both posts for now. That concludes the sporting segment. We'll have more sports in our luncheon newscast and in our primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we say Happy New Year to forecaster Eugene Wint at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Happy New Year, Eugene.
Sorry. Happy New Year to you, Innocent, and happy to your listeners also. Here's weather for today, Friday, the 2nd of January. Currently appointing experiencing fair conditions. Winds from the east at 12 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1013.2 millibars, which is normal and rising. The present temperature is 25.8 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 82%. Yesterday's maximum temperature record was 29.5 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 25.1 degrees Celsius. over the past 24 hours, there was no rainfall recorded at Point City, which is also the total for January. Since, just for some context, December had 103.8 millimeters of rainfall. So, yeah. Let's go to the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. The weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times, with a few light, isolated showers. Today's maximum temperature recorded is expected to be a high of 30.0 degrees Celsius, with the winds coming from the east to east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas are expected to be slight to moderate, with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides are currently falling, which are low at 7:45 this morning. They might high at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Sunset this evening is at 6 minutes to 6, and sunrise tomorrow morning is at 28 minutes past 6. Just to recap, as the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, the weather is expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times, with a few light, isolated showers. From mid-service at the Mary Bishop International Airport, this is Eugene.
Eugene, happy day to you, and get some treatment for that cough, right?
Yeah. I recognize it. I hope I'm getting a cold, right?
No, don't catch the flu so early. Let me ask you this though: are we in the transition process into the dry season? How is that progressing, though?
Well, I would say we're in a dry season, right? Because the dry season officially starts from January to June, right? But we're in a transition period in the sense that now you see more cold fronts coming from North America, which produces something called shell lines in the tropics, and we've seen less African easterly waves. Well, we haven't seen easterly wave over a month yet, so we've seen basically the weather comes during the dry season. Weather mostly come from say fronts, the northeast trade winds, clouds, or not from the African easterly coast. So we've seen a transition period. I hope I explained that well, right?
Well, yeah. I know at this time the northeast trades are very much interactive with our systems down here. But do you think we'll have an extensive dry season? Do you think it's going to be extremely dry?
Well, to answer that question, talking to the climatology people in my office, CIMH, which is the regional body for the climatology, the meteorology, they expect Grenada to have a below normal rainfall season from January to March. But this is me talking from my head now, right? But I believe the Met Office will be issuing something soon, this month or next month. But from CIMH, they expect a below normal rainfall, which means that we could be possibly entering a drought watch period soon.
Wow. Okay.
But that is not official policy.
Okay.
Just asking that question, right, to answer.
I appreciate that. That. You know, I'm just reaching out to, on behalf of the farmers and so forth, that people can have an idea as to how to plant and which crops to use and so forth. But thank you very much. You've been most informative.
No problem, man. Let's do what I do.
Have a good one. Have a good one. Folks, that was the weather report. It came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
Lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a Lots loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Lots. Land ownership tomorrow.
It's 12 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Grenada anticipates official visit by Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar. A stock slip amid active trading on Eastern Caribbean securities market. In the region, Caribbean bishops call for a regional day of prayer amid rising tensions at sea. Internationally, dozens fared dead, scores injured in Swiss ski resort Bar Blaze on New Year's Mother's Day. And in sports, calls for Shallow and entire Cricket West Indies board to step down amid dual role controversy. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Friday, the 2nd day of January 2026. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive and safe day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network. We're better in 2026. Bye-bye.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
This holiday season, let the Monica Benoit Wonderland of Lights lead the way to Christmas at the Point. Starting November 30th, the Quarantine Point Recreational Park transforms into a glowing wonderland with dazzling light displays that are the true showstoppers of the season. Take a magical tuk-tuk tunnel ride through twinkling arches. Explore Santa's Grotto, cozy up with a picnic blanket under the stars, and savor delicious eats from local vendors. Entry is just $5 for walk-ins, $10 per carload, and $20 for premium carload parking. Plus, grab a cozy picnic blanket for only $40 and enjoy the season in style. Special pricing applies for New Year's Eve. Visit our Instagram or Facebook pages at Rotary Club of Grenada Events for more details. It's holiday fun for the entire family every night from 5 p.m. till midnight, and it all supports the charitable work of the Rotary Club of Grenada. Christmas at the Point. When the sun sets, the wonder begins. Mark your calendars. It all begins November 30th.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take any more of your gaslighting. Just go. I got burned too many times. I went to Quartz and found myself a new flame.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
legacy. I beat that, don't stop like Bob Marley said. One love on top. BCUH water out of sight, but it's always wrong, don't lose the light. From factories and wells so deep, corals, mangroves and fish they weep. Grey water for the garden, keep it green. Save the cash and the earth gets clean. We use the water with a mindful mind. It's out of sight, but never far behind. In nature, the answers always flow. Like water running pure, the cycle grows. It renews itself, same drop, same beat. It's all good, man, you got the heat. Water flow, water flow. No clean water, no pipes to grow. Protect our water, protect our future.
Time to go.
All right, it's 18 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's time for us to have not the first conversation for the year, because we had a conversation yesterday. It's the second conversation for the year. I just want to say good morning to some new people I'm seeing on the live, and so happy to have you. Gloria Alston, good morning and welcome. Anne Salandi, welcome also. I don't know if, maybe I overlooked it, but to me, this is the first time I'm seeing. So I'm happy to have you on board with us. Reverend Samuel Caesar, all the way in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. Good morning to you and yours. Good morning, Mr. B and the folks from Crossroads Radio as well. Let me just let you know that unfortunately we were unable to connect with the traffic department this morning for the traffic report, but we'll have this normalized for you hopefully on Monday. All right, conversation this morning. I was intent on speaking on that situation with Dr. Kishore Shallow, the current president or CEO of West Indies Cricket. He has been appointed as a member of Parliament in St. Vincent for his member for the Minister for Tourism and Marine Affairs. And there are calls for him to step down, saying that he cannot perform both roles. Now, this one is for cricket lovers, okay? So I am affording cricket lovers and followers of West Indies cricket who we all have that passion for West Indies cricket. You can call and give your verdict on that. What are your thoughts? We just heard that Derek Murray, former West Indies cricketer, he calls for the entire stepping down of the board of Cricket West Indies. What are your thoughts? However, for those of you who are not, into cricket and there's something else that you think you'd like to raise, well, this is your opportunity to do that. You're going to be brief as possible, and we try to keep it as decent as we possibly can, okay? All right, not try to. We have to keep it decent. So this is your opportunity. Like I said, I'd like to hear from you, cricket lovers. What are your thoughts on the request for Dr. Kishore Shallow to step down as president of CWI, that's Cricket West Indies, and, along with the entire board, maybe a change is what is needed. He is claiming that he can perform both roles as a Minister of Government in St. Vincent and also the President of West Indies Cricket. Some folks are saying that he can't, he shouldn't. But he claims that West Indies cricket needs a steady leadership at the moment. Do you think he can perform both roles? That's for the cricket lovers. And nonetheless, if there's something else that you think something happened over the holidays that you would like to raise, this is your opportunity to do that. Heather says, good morning, Innocent. I see that Tanton playing field is badly dug up. Big holes in it. I wonder if they can fix that. Best from Heather. Well, Heather, they can't leave that playing field that way for any lengthy period. The athletic season is right upon us, so I know that maybe it's just some restoration work that is being done. Let's head to the telephone line right away and say good morning, caller.
Gordon.
Hi, welcome.
I would like to welcome you because you never even greetings for Tanti, but know that I was the one helping you when you were there, you're not there. Who missed you was me. Me, I prayed for you, get back your job, and now you need to say morning to me, everybody. Morning this, morning, you telling them morning when they're sleeping. But when you there already wake up and praying for you on the air. I want to tell you something now, because I ask you to get the people to help me here. Santa P coming in the house, lizard snake. You want me to get bite up here? None of them never give me help for the season. None of the people who you calling me, you know his name, Ron, whoever he is, didn't send no help. And bees coming to my house. Yesterday, Santa me and my little grand nephew. See, Tanti has Santa P in the house. My niece had to come and get rid of it. Gordon, remember, the elderly people need help. And the government is supposed to take care of them with their needs. But no one is coming. All over me is bush and beast. I am afraid of animals, and I am an aged person. I cannot walk around, I can't do it on my own. And if I had my own children, I wouldn't beg no government to help me. But it's because I have me and God. And if it wasn't my Father in heaven, I wouldn't be here today. So I live in for God and this new year, and I want you to know you must remember the elderlies. Look out for them, visit them, see what they need, and help them. All the best for 2026.
Thank you, and same to you, Tanti. Thank you. All right, Happy New Year to you, Tanti. 23 minutes after 7 o'clock, that is our time. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome.
Yes, sir. Thanks very much for your kind courtesy in accepting my call this morning. I want to make an observation. You would help me because I think, as you know, both of us were school teachers. Now, I always hear things like that, and I've heard it this morning. So it's always done to me that I should make a correction. But sometimes I want to hold back my mouth because those who don't know believe that they know. Anyhow, let me make the comment. You could help me. What do you mean by, or what does one mean by 10 13 millibar? I heard that in the weather forecast. I'm asking myself, if you say 10 13, you'll explain that after I left left you from the radio. 10 13, what do you mean by that? Or if you say 13 tens, what do you mean? Is it the same? Or in mathematics, can you say that? Yes, you could say 10 13, but the meaning before. And from 10 13 to 13 tens. Explain. I'll leave it to you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, caller. Thank you. Okay. 25 minutes after 7 o'clock. That is the time. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon. How are you, sir?
I am alive and thankful. How are you? Happy New Year to you.
Many happy returns to you and yours.
Lovely. How was your holiday?
Not really a holiday. Let me put it in a technical way. A working holiday.
Okay. All right.
Well, life had to go on.
Well, we have to work. If we don't do the work, who does it?
Exactly. So who? If you text in, who's driving? Like that. Anyway, Mr. Gordon.
Yep.
You raised a very, very interesting topic this morning. Cricket West Indies. And Cricket West Indies is not just Cricket West Indies. When I say Cricket West Indies, of a regional level. Cricket West Indies is of a global level. Because remember, you play in Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, wherever, New Zealand, wherever, Europe, wherever.
Well, not only that, not only from that angle, but whenever, in the annals of cricket history, whenever West Indies' name is called, people stand up because they still remember the dominance we had before. So it's a shame to see where it is now.
Right. Here what you know is the dominance before. Mr. Gordon, let me establish something here. In my reasoning, my sense of reasoning, because I've traveled extensively through the U.S. government and the European government, here we are, the Caribbean, supposed to be a unique, very, very unique place on the face of the earth. Why? The Caribbean people evolve from the Indians, the Africans, the Europeans, plus the local people, whoever they are or was. Therefore, the Caribbean is supposed to be people that is multifaceted, unique, with an intrinsic base in the DNA. But look at the Caribbean. Even though we have access to any and every learning institution on the face of the earth, once you meet the criteria, look at our position in our everyday living. If we don't change based on the dynamics, and if we don't change based on our DNA, something going to change us. So the faster we wake up is the better. The resignation or the choice that gentleman made over the St. Vincent, I would applaud him for that. Because he didn't lack clarity. It's an indication that he's straightforward and he's simple. And therefore, the West Indian people, the Caribbean people, if you trace them back for a bit, and you look at our present position, you realize we are fragmented. Then if you're talking about cricket West Indies, and you have a fragmented region, what do you expect? Since a little boy I listen to cricket. Whether it's compo, whether it's plastic, we used to
the breadfruit.
Plastic we used to sleeve the banana with.
Yeah.
You light a fire and you try to roll it as possible to make a ball.
Come on, man. You telling me about that, man?
When you fall on the pitch, the ball cooked.
Yes.
When you hit you on your shin bone, you have it sink for weeks, months.
You never played with breadfruit to the young breadfruit?
And it goes for?
Right.
When you finish with goes for, you sink.
Yes, of course.
Anyway.
So do you think? Let me ask you this: do you think that? In the final analysis, do you think that Dr. Kishore Shallow should remain as the head of Cricket West Indies?
All right, listen something carefully. Whatever choices a man make, an individual make, you must have something to guide you. And whatever is going to guide you, you have to be deep and you have to be in-depth. If he chooses to remain at a regional level in the context of cricket, his corporate component in 11 is in the forefront. Look out for that gentleman.
Okay.
If he chooses to remain in the political framework in Caribbean politics context, me, myself, and I. But West Indies cricket, that's a corporate approach. That component is to the fore.
Okay.
So whichever one he chooses, he have a choice to make. That is his freedom. But in the interest of the Caribbean region and the movement of the Caribbean people, development or development across the board, then that's a different kind of thinking. That's a different, a thinking that is out of the norm right now.
Okay.
Because if it's in the norm, we would just continue in that vicious cycle.
Okay.
Mr. Gordon, there is a lot to be said,
yeah.
But there's no time for that. We could do a lot of analogies and all that stuff.
Thanks for your contribution.
You're most welcome, sir.
And I wish you all the best for 2026 and beyond.
The same to you.
All right. Have a good one.
Do everything, but not anything.
Yeah. And do it with moderation, too. 29 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's head back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Yeah, first, the cricket situation in West Indies cricket situation right now in the world is in the dumps. We all know that. And I think there is a big fundamental reason for that. I remember in the 70s and the 80s I was in the UK. And I used to set up, wherever West Indies playing cricket, I used to set up and still have to go to work next day. And vice versa in the Caribbean. In those days, when West Indies playing cricket, some of us didn't have TV, but we used to sit up on with radio to listen to West Indies play. Because West Indies cricketers in those days used to play cricket from the heart. In other words, there is a reason for that. During the years of slavery and the amount of West Indians, how they were treated in the UK, cricketers play from the heart because they have to prove that they deserve, to prove that they are somebody to reckon with. So those guys today, in those days, play for the love of the game and for the heart to prove a point, not for money. The cricketers say they play for money. And one of the reasons I said so, and I believe this is sending this to the West Indies Cricket Board, whoever is the authorities, this CPL and IPL, no West Indian cricketer is supposed to play on the IPL. I believe with CPL we have enough cricketers in Grenada, in the West Indies, that could play between ourselves and develop ourselves. When we play against foreign players, we learn from them, we learn things from them. We don't have to go and play them, because when we West Indian players go to play with these guys, those guys study West Indians. They study the players. And that's why they could do what they want with us today.
Okay.
So I believe on that basis, the West Indies Cricket Board should never allow our frontline players to go and play in no CPL, and because it's money they're playing for.
CPL or IPL? Because
the love of the game.
The CPL is the region.
For me personally, it's sad that our cricket. I don't even listen to cricket now.
No,
once I have something more important to do or something important to do, I do it.
Okay.
And it's sad.
Okay.
One more thing, if you give me permission to talk about, is you mentioned on your newscast that the Trinidad Prime Minister will be visiting Grenada. For whatever reason, I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. I don't think the Prime Minister of Grenada should allow that to happen at this time. Right now, we are on the verge of a war. And the war that is being staged is against one of our Caribbean islands that supported us in many ways, especially in the gas situation. Right now we have a lot of people who is benefiting from that cylinder gas that come from Venezuela that is so much cheaper than the one we have right now. And Grenada and the rest of the region, Trinidad, yes, I don't know, they're supposed to be a Caribbean island. But at the end of the day, look at Venezuela. Venezuela has supported us for years. And you have a foreign entity now coming in to bomb or stage a war against the same nation that has supported us and helped us. And we all know for a fact, Venezuela being the highest oil reserve nation in the world, that's what the United States of America is mainly after. And if they can't get somebody to support them who rule the island, or Venezuela, not the island, the continent, they will do whatever means to get their hand on it. And Trinidad has supported the United States of America to put a military detect station on Tobago. And with that military detect station at any war, and a war starts, the first thing we want to knock out is your detect station. And if we can't get to you, we will get to the people who support you. So I am saying straight, I believe, yes, the same thing that the Trinidad government and Prime Minister is coming to Grenada is to discuss about oil. And I believe mainly, for now, until this whole thing's resolved between Venezuela, the United States, and the region as a whole, because as I say, the region should be one body, I think all visits by the Trinidad government or the China Prime Minister at the moment in all the region in the Caribbean should not be allowed.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Before we head to a commercial break, let's accommodate this call via the WhatsApp platform. Good morning, caller. Happy New Year.
Hi, good morning to you, Innocent. Are you hearing me clearly?
Loud and clear. Happy New Year to you.
Okay, I'm hearing statics on your line. I want to wish you Happy New Year and the GBN family and all your followers. But we must give thanks to the Most High that we are all here. At this point in time, we've lost many people. I think you had folks who went during the past year as well.
Yep.
For those of us who have survived, we have to give God praise and thanks, and we have to try to make the best. I heard nothing in terms of any tragedies over the weekend or any violent crime, so I would say no news is good news.
That's what is believed, yeah.
Yeah, let's hope that it is that way and it remains that way. Now, on your question, first of all, we need to determine what is Dr. Charlotte's job description. I don't know what he has to do on a day-to-day basis. Being the president or the chairman, what does that involve?
Well, he literally heads the decision-making process and so forth for for all the activities of CWI. That's Cricket West Indies.
But Mr. Daring is the CEO.
Yes,
who is the one?
Chris Daring is the CEO, and
the day-to-day decision. Because what I'm saying is this: it all depends on what his role is. Right now, Caribbean West Indies cricket is on life support, and it needs daily tender love and care. And as a rookie minister, a rookie politician, I think that his focus needs to be on that job that he was elected to do. And if his role in CWI is what I think I understand it to be, I don't see him successfully performing both simultaneously. I think one was better.
Yeah,
it would be unfair.
I tend to like this statement that Derek Murray made. He said, if you really have West Indies cricket at heart, then maybe you can act on one of the subcommittees in the region to
Absolutely.
But to be at the head of it, I don't think.
Absolutely. But to me, it will be selfish to pretend to be able to do both of them properly and successfully in the interests of, first of all, the Vincentian people that have elected him to office, to high office, and secondly, to serve West Indies cricket, which to me needs a steady hand and total focus. And I've been looking at the area of conflict of interest as Minister of Tourism and other things. But to me, if his role is what I understand it to be, I think he should make a decision.
Yeah, he should.
Obvious one.
And the thing about it, my concern with that is, prior to him being elected, that conversation was had as to what happens if he gets elected. So yeah. I think he should have been, having those thoughts even before, because we need a steady hand and a steady head, full time in West Indies cricket,
and full focus.
Yeah.
Where we are at this point in time. So that is my view, but I'm not saying, as I said before, I don't know what the role is on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
You have a wonderful one.
You too.
Every one of us as we go through 2026.
Okay, have a good one, man. All right, folks, we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back after this. Don't you go anywhere.
That's not how you cross the pedestrian crossing.
Really? One day I just woke up and I saw pedestrian crosswalks on the road. No one really showed me how to use them properly.
Well, this is how it's done. You never cross before doing these things. They might save your life. First, when you get to the crosswalk, you stop. You look left, you look right. If there's a vehicle coming, you put your hand out, making eye contact with the driver, indicating that you want to cross. And only when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, you quickly cross to the other side.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact. Wait for pedestrian to cross to the other side, then you happily continue on your journey. This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
Welcome back. It's 14 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's go straight back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Innocent, happy New Year's.
Thanks, and same to you.
Good, wonderful. I have a question to ask you before I make the comment. What is the biggest disease in the world?
The biggest disease?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know that.
You are Joseph, Innocent.
I'm a Joseph?
Yeah.
So we know everything?
Not necessary, but that one is one of the easiest ones.
Okay, tell me.
The biggest disease in the world is ignorance.
Okay.
And because of ignorance, we all suffer the consequences of ignorance. Socially, politically, in our relationship with God, intellectually, and otherwise. Because you see, the system brainwashed us so successfully that sometimes we for ourselves don't even realize what's going on with us. Because we're in a state of apathy. It's like we're in oblivion.
Okay.
Because when you look and you think about life, for example, you would hear certain people talk about certain musical things, and sometimes you wonder if they're from a different planet. And some of the things that they feed to us, you wonder for yourself, are these people real? Or sometimes you hear people talk about politics. But I totally believe that a person should research first before they say what they say. It's okay to have different opinions, and because you know why, Innocent? Aristotle, Plato, Socrates, these Greek philosophers, what they instill is still here today. And you could try to run from it as much as you want. Because we have a tendency to think, let's just say, for example, this man is a university graduate, so he knows it all. So our next man will see a person who never been to a university as somebody who they will not take advice from, because in their mind, they think that person don't know certain things. Okay. But that's not how education works. No, how life is. That person might be certified, but it don't necessarily mean that they know more than the next person. But we've been successfully brainwashed through the passage of time. Look for example, watch what is going on in politics in Grenada. Right? You have a government who've been there for the past 3 years and something. They've been called babies in pampers. All different derogatory terminologies from, you could use it in the book. They cannot do this, they cannot do that. And look at all the innovation in the creatives. You've seen a lot of things that we never seen before. We know there is no perfection in the human domain. But the fact remains is the government, you could see definitely that they have a vision and a trajectory in which they're heading to make sure Grenada is being transformed. And everyone who honest enough could say at least over 80% in terms of work was done, what they promised within the manifesto during the election campaign. So when I talk, I don't want to talk based upon if I like you or if I support you. I want to talk based upon the information and the work I see in front of me. So at the end of the day, whether you like me or don't like me, what I say will be factual. So even if you want to debunk it, you cannot debunk a fact.
Right.
So at the end of the day, right? So we have to look at that. Now, on the musical thing, Innocent, I might not want to hit down today, you know, because I think we hit in the wrong way. That's why I love the cruise ship, you know. Innocent, when you're on a cruise ship, there's no such thing as this one is a manager and this one is a worker. Do you know that all of us are given the same right, and we can report that manager, and the HR will deal with that manager if they disrespect you? Are you aware of that?
On the cruise ship?
On the cruise ship.
Okay.
And you know, I work with different companies on the cruise ship before. So I'm telling you, I'm saying these things to say that we have a tendency to think this is Mr. Who and Mr. That. And that's why, maybe that's why I think and that's why I act the way I act. Because this kind of I have respect for your position, but at the same time, do you respect me? Or how do I see you? Do I see you as a man, or do I see you as you feel you're over me? I don't see people so. I see them as just you respect them, and you see them for who they are, and you do the job what you're supposed to do. I think that this is one of the big problems. And this, because when favoritism start happening, and when courage favor start happening, you know what tends to happen? That is where people start getting hard feelings. And that is where the problem does come. So that was referring to the musical era, but I'll talk on that in a different time. Okay. But all I want to say, Innocent, have yourself a Merry Christmas. And I really do hope that when we come on the air to talk, that we do our research, that we are factual as much as possible, right? We are factual as much as possible, and we cannot leave out the God factor, because even if a nation prospering and going forward, because history has shown that even if a nation prospers and you have social decadence and immorality, that nation will fall apart.
Okay.
So you must remember God and keep God at the center of that focus. Okay. And I know you will say amen to that, not so?
Amen twice.
Have a blessed day, my brother.
You too. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one. We've got a caller on WhatsApp. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Thanks, and same to you, man.
Yeah, I want to touch on the cricket.
Nice.
Yeah. You know, in West Indies cricket, there always been insularity, meaning that the bigger countries in the Caribbean always want to rule West Indies cricket.
Big island, small island.
Okay, it's still there. It's still there. If West Indies cricket problem, I think, is not the board, because the players are not complaining about getting paid. There are cricket competitions for all the different age groups. The problem in West Indies cricket is the thinking camp. The people in the thinking camp, the people who make the decisions on the cricket field. Because you see, in sports, if your team is not winning, you see all other cracks. Winning cover the cracks.
Right.
West Indies is not winning. West Indies is not winning. And our problem is, that's our problem. If West Indies is winning, we're not worrying about the board. I'm not saying the board is perfect, but we are not winning. And in sports, if you are winning, it covers everything else. Our problem is our selectors in West Indies cricket and our technical people. If you look at our cricketers, when they reach at the West Indies team, senior team, you can see that these guys are technically they're not ready. I look at cricket and sports on a whole every day, and you could see that West Indies' problem is the selectors. That's what have West Indies in the problem. They are playing players that are not performing, because sports is a performing game, you know. It's about stats. At the end of the day, it's about stats. If you're not making runs, you cannot be in a team. If you're not picking up wicket, you're not supposed to be in a team.
I mean, notwithstanding the fact, let me just interject here. I mean, players go out of form and then get back in form, but you can't be out of form consistently like that. Your form's supposed to be more consistent than your out of form stint.
Yes, so that's true. That's very true. But what I'm saying, technique. You look at how our batsmen are outing. You look at how the bowlers are not getting wicket, how they're bowling. It seems like the thinking camp don't do the work. Before I go, let me give you an example about the captaincy. West Indies has, for a couple of years now, the captains has been all-rounders. And your captain of your team, same to you, the captain of your team have to be somebody who could hold his weight. Either he's making runs or he's picking up wicket.
Right.
And we have a captain that is not making runs. He's not taking wicket. The vice captain cannot get into the team. Just imagine your vice captain going on a tour and he cannot get into the team.
This is madness.
You see the problem there?
That's madness.
So, with what I think West Indies have to do now is to look for somebody that's going to stay in this team for a little while. And the only person I see right now that could stay in this team for a little while is Jaden Sills. I don't know if I get his name right.
Yeah, Jaden Sills, yeah.
West Indies should make this guy the captain. Because he's gonna be around for a while.
Yeah, but do you think, right? Let me engage in this cricket conversation, because when West Indies loses it hurts me so much. Do you think that in the region we have past players who are technically sound enough to really take that team and make them a technical and psychological strong team?
You mean coaching?
Yeah.
Innocent, I believe that if you look at, example, England, one of the greatest, say, footballing, well, I should say Brazil. Brazil is a bigger football country than England, stronger. The manager is Italian.
Right.
So I think we have to look abroad.
Yeah, because
have to look abroad.
Because my take on this, right? Not because West Indies held the reins of power in world cricket in an era. It does not. I mean, the guys were performing basically on raw talent at the time, but now cricket has become so technical. And it's now scientific. So there's a scientific approach to it. And I don't know. I mean, because we've tried. We had Vivian Richards work along with West Indies cricket before, in a managerial position, coaching sort of thing, mentoring. Brian Lara has offered. But in terms of being technically sound, and again, we cannot leave out the psychological aspect of it, because to me, you look at the guys on the field, and they falter when they're under pressure. They, psychologically not ready.
Well, then now you could look at maybe the role of the manager. The manager, we have a manager who's been there for a long time.
Grenada's Ron Lewis. He's been.
Yeah.
I'll give him his kudos, but I think from the management of the team's perspective, it has to be the management camp has to be sound. So you have someone that is dealing with the physio, the cardio, the psychological prowess. You look at the team and. Go ahead.
Sometimes you need a new voice in the room.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes you need a new voice. You need a new voice in the room, and I think you need some changes. I think what we should do is to go abroad, look for people abroad.
Yeah, not disrespecting
England.
Not disrespecting Darren Sammy. I mean, he's trying, but sometimes you need, as you say, a different voice in the room.
Definitely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, have a good one, man. Have a good one. Yeah. All right, good. Oh boy, yeah. Let's. This is going to be our final. Let's go here and do this, and okay. All right. So Before we go, I just want to say good morning to Winsome Slocum. Welcome. Happy New Year to you. Mary E. Banks says the present cricketers today are not the same caliber as the cricketers from the past. And let's take this call here. Good morning, caller. Happy New Year.
Good morning to you, Innocent.
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you, sir. Innocent, somehow I'm very disappointed with your program. You started by saying it is for people who talk in cricket. I was trying for more than 15 minutes to try to get into the program to see if I could answer your question.
Okay, well, now you've gotten the chance, so do that.
Right. In a sense, I think that Dr. Sharlow should really resign as the president of West Indies cricket. Okay. There is no if and but about it. I don't think he could solve two masters. He is now a minister in St. Vincent. He should concentrate on. He went off for election. Nobody put him there. No, that is not a position somebody give him. He decided to run for a post in St. Vincent. So now I think he should step aside with cricket because Dr. Sharlow is part of the problem of West Indies cricket. I listened to Dr. Sharlow in an interview said there's no way that anybody going to get him to release Sammy from his position. Okay. So that to show that's a real dictatorial approach already, right? West Indies cricket, we have a lot of problems. Insularity is one of it, and then when you come back and you make Sammy the head coach and also the head selector are the only selector, you are looking for trouble. You look at England. England have the coaching. They have the how they call him is the head coach, but he's not. He's only one selector. They have a selecting committee, right? But you're telling me that Sammy is the only selector, and Sammy somebody seems to be just picking people and favoritism. He went in with this boy from Trinidad, Django. Django eventually made 100 last year, playing for West Indies in St. Vincent in a 50-over tournament. Django reached in New Zealand, and he can't make the team. So that is to show you that you need to have more than one person selecting West Indies team. So just going back to your thing, I think really and truly, Sharlow should really go.
He should go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Same to you. And when you have a thing and they're talking about something, let people stick to it. When they call, say we're not on that. So you get more people talking about what you intend to do.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Lovely. Folks, this is where we end the program for today. And if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do this again on Monday. Thank you for your calls and your contributions and participation. Have a great weekend, everybody. The cricket organization is a fixed one. So says one of my member of audience. Food for thought. The cricket organization is a fixed one. Have a good one, everybody. We join the BBC.